Hello everybody! Welcome back to some more Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Today we're heading back into the Grand Prix mode, playing 150cc of the Booster Course Pass DLC. And today we are going to play as Tanooki Mario. Why I picked Tanooki Mario? I don't know, I just did. We have a new glider, the Wario Wing. That would fit well if we were playing Wario, but we are not playing Wario. We are playing Tanooki Mario. Do we have any Tanooki carts? I mean, this kind of looks like a Tanooki cart. I know it's the standard cart, but it fits Tanooki Mario, probably because it was designed to fit Tanooki Mario. But we're going to use that. And I mean, Tanooki Mario's power-up comes from the Super Leaf, right? So leaf tires? I mean, it's not that bad of a stretch. And I'm pretty sure I used this last episode, the Waddle Wing, but Tanooki Mario, he flies around, he floats, and the Waddle Wings also, what are they called? Waddle Wings? What are they called, Waddle Wings? I don't even know what they're called, but these guys in the new Super Mario Bros. U, they'll fly around and glide around kind of like the Tanooki power-up, so I think it fits pretty well. And Tanooki Mario, just like regular Mario, is a middleweight character. But in today's episode, we are playing the first cup of Wave 2 of the Booster Course Pass DLC, which is the Turnip Cup. And the Turnip Cup consists of Tour New York Minute, SNES Mario Circuit 3, N64 Calamari Desert, and DS Waluigi Pinball. Let's begin. So the first course of the Turnip Cup is Tour New York Minute, and if you couldn't tell which country this is based off of, well, it's kind of obvious. New York? United States of America? I mean, maybe you don't know. It's possible. But I think it's pretty obvious. Here we are. We're in Times Square, as you can see with all the advertisements. There's, like, Donkey Kong advertisements. Actually, it's mostly just Donkey Kong advertisements everywhere. Maybe we should be playing as Donkey Kong in this episode. Well, we already played as Donkey Kong, so we're playing as Tanooki Mario instead. And here we are. We're going through Central Park, I guess. Kind of short, but it's nice. And we're going under a bridge, and now we're back into the city part. So there are some split paths on this course, which are cool. We can go this way, and then we can go this way, and just like on Paris Promenade, well, I guess Paris Promenade also changed, but it didn't change every lap. Like on Tokyo Blur, this course will change its layout every lap. See, instead of going right now, we're going left. Which takes us to more city, and we go backwards through Central Park. This is a twist that I'm sure nobody saw coming. And there's also Goombas, who are also facing backwards because they didn't have time to look around. But this time, instead of going straight, we have to go left. Which leads to this, and a glider ramp, which takes us back to this area, which we've already been to. But we can do a little trick off the bus. Avoid the taxis. Unfortunately, unlike in Coconut Mall, these taxis do not move around and they do not try to hit us. We're back in Times Square. I can't see the advertisements. Donkey Kong, the best musical. That sounds fun. We're going past Central Park. We're not driving through it. We're just going past it. Driving under the bridge. There's a blue shell, but there's nothing I can do. Which takes us to this area, but instead of going left toward that glider ramp from the buses, we're going straight down through here. Ooh, we're driving on a red carpet. And looks like we're going through a parking lot. And the parking lot takes us back to the finish, which is pretty cool, because New York is a fun place, especially with all the advertisements. I don't know why they're only Donkey Kong advertisements. Well, actually, no, they're not all Donkey Kong. There's some Mario wares. I see a Lemmy and Shy Guy advertisement. But when I was driving through, I only saw Donkey Kong. Maybe because the Donkey Kong advertisements were the lowest down, so it was closest to the road, so I could see them. I don't know. I'd actually like to take a good look around there. But we're going from a course that looks really aesthetically cool to a course that looks really boring. Womp womp. SNES Mario Circuit 3. But to be fair, it is from the first Mario Kart game, SNES Mario Circuit 3. It's been remade a lot of times. It's kind of a boring track. There's nothing really aesthetically pleasing about it. It's just a bunch of sand, some blocks, and some characters looking at us, and then some road. And blocks. And rainbow-colored blocks. But there are occasional oil spills here and there, but they're not too hard to avoid. But there is this really difficult 180-degree turn, which we can just take really wide, and it turns out it's not all that difficult. So yeah, it's not really that fun of a course. It's the worst of both worlds. It's not really aesthetically pleasing, and it's just kind of boring. Not to mention that it's been remade a bunch of times before, and it's not really that impressive, to be honest. Even me, who looks at some of the worst courses, ignoring Dry Desert, I have a biased hatred towards it, in this game specifically, not a Mario Kart Double Dash. Even me, who doesn't really mind having Toad Circuit in the game, because I like Toad Circuit. I understand why people do not like this course being in the game. It is very boring. But if you like it, you could, I don't know, spread the love. I don't know how many people would agree with you, but you could try. I'm just personally not a really big fan of this course. You could add it to my list of courses in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe that I don't like, which have expanded from 2 to 3. The obvious Dry Desert, Sherbet Land, and now this course. All the other courses I don't really mind, but this one, and Sherbet Land and Dry Desert, they're just not fun. Well, Sherbet Land isn't that bad, but compared to all the other courses, it's not as fun. And look, I've had, like, no struggle at all. Oh, actually, maybe there's a red shell. There's some mushrooms on... Yeah, okay. First thing, I think this is the first time I got hit. Except for... Did I get hit by a blue shell? I don't know. It's so boring, I don't even remember. Maybe I shouldn't be too mean towards it. But, I mean, it's not that fun, I gotta be honest. It could have been Mario Circuit 1. And, like, then it would be understandable. First Mario Circuit. First Mario Kart track just in general ever made. Sure, that would be cool to have in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Maybe put that as, like, the final course. That'd be kind of ridiculous, but... Anyways. We got that over with. We can stop complaining about it. And now we can move on to a more fun course. This course being N64 Calamari Desert. Which has a really cool gimmick of the train on the train track just coming by while you're driving. It'll just run you over. If you're on the train track, the train isn't going to stop for you. It's just going to squish you. Just like in real life. Kids, be careful of trains. They're dangerous. Here we are, Calamari Desert. I don't know why it's called Calamari Desert, as I don't see any calamari here. Also, I don't know why it's spelled with a K. Here we are, Calamari Desert, and we've got to make it past the train tracks before the train comes and runs us over. But as you can see here, there are blue arrows on this track, which is confusing. What happens if you try to drive on the train tracks? Lakitu will take you and pull you away. Boo, that's no fun. Nobody wants to be pulled away. We want to drive on the train tracks. Well, those blue arrows are hinting towards something that you'll find out on the next lap. Out of the way, Dry Bowser. Ah, my banana missed. Oh, wait, maybe I did get him with the banana. I don't know. But Cat Peach is in front of us. Get out of the way, Cat Peach. We are the superior Nintendo character power-up. We are Tanooki Mario. And I have the Super Power, which I'm going to save in case a blue shell ever comes. Oh, the train! We gotta beat the train! We gotta beat the train! No! Oh, there's nothing we can do now. Alright. However, a ramp has mysteriously spawned. What is this doing here? Well, Calamari Desert. Oops, I missed the ramp. Oh, okay, it's gonna take me back on the ramp. Thank you. No, I wanted to go off the fun ramp. Well, I can use this now because I'm not in first place. But anyways, now we are driving on the train tracks. Our dreams have come true. We can get run over by the train head on. This is great. But more importantly, look at this. We're just driving through the train tunnel. And it's the final lap. And now we're driving on the train tracks. Isn't this cool? Calamari Desert is the first course in the Booster Course Pass that is not a city track. So it is an original course from an old game that got the changing laps gimmick. And that is really cool. And you will see later on that some of the other courses of this DLC also have that gimmick, which is really cool. It's just amazing. I love it. Taking old courses, changing the laps around, not adding anything new to the course, just making it go to areas that were previously inaccessible. It's just so cool. I love it. And Calamari Desert, it was always just a kind of okay course on the N64. It wasn't that fun. It wasn't that bad. But with this version specifically, it makes it so much cooler and so much more fun. It's just a great change, honestly. So we go from one really negative course, being Mario Circuit 3, to a really positive course, in my opinion, to Calamari Desert. But now, here we are, what you all have been waiting for, DS Waluigi Pinball. So this course has not changed very much at all. It's nearly identical. But it's Waluigi Pinball, so that's not a bad thing. I mean, yes, they could have added some anti-gravity here or there, but it's not that big of a deal. So here we are. If you are, have some color brightness issues, I'm sorry. But here we are. It's a very flashing course, so if you don't want to get a seizure, like if you're sensitive to flashing lights, you may want to look away. But if you're not, and you're fine looking flashing lights like me, go ahead and watch the spectacularness. We are driving on the pinball track, trying to not get hit by the pinballs. And there are even some special sound effects when we get some items. I think the pinball's near me. It's really near me. Oh boy. But now we're finished on being the pinball track, and now we're on the pinball machine itself. You can see all the bumpers, and the pinball is bouncing around, and the little flaps. So we have to go through here, avoid the pinball, and it takes us back to the start. It's a really cool course. Lots of people love it. I love it as well. It's great. It's just a huge fun time. Alright, so the flashing lights, please look away if you are sensitive to flashing lights. Sorry that I warned you after the flashing lights. I'm not very helpful, I know that. That's why I'm a YouTuber. We've got a huge lead, which is cool. Oh, thanks, Boo. I feel like it's been a while since I've seen a Boo, though. So, I mean, whatever. But here we are, back on the pinball table. There's actually a little secret here, where we can turn around and go wherever we want. But if we go around here behind the flappers, which I know you hate it when the ball goes behind the flappers in real pinball, there's 5 hidden coins there for you. So if you want to avoid the danger of possibly getting hit by the pinball, but ignore how I just got hit by the pinball going that way, you'll also get a bonus 5 coins, which is really helpful if you're in first place and you need some coins. So here we are, the flashing lights, once again. So I'm going to go this way to get some coins, and an item, and some speed boost. I don't know if it's actually faster or not, but it's fun. On this course, with all the flashing lights and like Waluigi in the back and the slots in the casino, or I'm presuming it's the casino, it just gives me Las Vegas vibes. It's really cool. I love it. It makes it feel so much more energetic than the original version. The track layout is the same, but the visuals are so much more energetic and stunning. I love it. Alright, so here we are at the pinball table. It's the most fun part. Ah! Okay, try not to get hit. Avoid the electrical flappers. And there we go. We're at the end. A blue shell's gonna come, but I don't think it's gonna matter all that much. And there we go. First place on Waluigi Pinball. So here we go, our overview for the Turnip Cup. An overall, really fun cup. If it just had something other than Mario Circuit 3, it would be like a near perfect cup. But sadly, Mario Circuit 3 brings it down. But hey, it had lots of fun tracks, and having fun is all that matters. Anyways, our results for the Turnip Cup was first place on New York Minute, first place on Mario Circuit 3, first place on Calamari Desert, and first place on Waluigi Pinball. Here we are, our gold trophy for the Turnip Cup. 3 stars, and we have collected 1,250 coins. A new vehicle customization option has been unlocked. So there we go. That's where we're going to wrap it up for today's episode of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.